Hi and welcome. I'm Paul and part of the Langnam product team, and today we'll have a look on how to build a workflow using the chat builder. At first, we navigate to the left sidebar to the workflow tab, where we already see the input field on where we can put our prompt. Here we can create the workflow just using natural language. I now already prepared a prompt so you don't have to watch me type all day, which starts with I'm a product manager and I spend a lot of time collecting and analyzing user feedback. Now create a workflow that uses the form trigger, then analyze and categorize the feedback into categories, positive, neutral, negative, and lastly logs this into a Google Sheet. I can now just send a prompt and let's see how it works. Now on the right side I see the normal workflow canvas where I can create a workflow and build it manually. And now on the left side I have my little chat widget where I see how the model thinks. At first, the model looks at the trigger, agent, action, and condition documentation. So it sees, okay, what nodes are available. It then creates a to-do list. In this case, it starts with creating a trigger form for feedback submission. As we can see now, it has already done this and already created the trigger form. The second step of the to-do list is configuring the analysis agent with structured output. So we want to have an agent that then categorizes the feedback into positive, neutral, and negative, which the model does now. And now as a third step, we have action to configure the Google Sheets append row action. And also, as you can see above here, the model already looked for whether it has the integration available. Because obviously it cannot create a workflow when the Google Sheet integration is not really available. And now, as you can see, we have the form input here. Very important, the link here is live only when you deploy the form, which you need to do here. Then I have the second node, which is the feedback analyzer, with quite a simple prompt, where based on the output of the feedback form that I get in the form node, I analyze the feedback. And now lastly, we have the append row action, where, as you can see, the model then appends the feedback, the categorized feedback to the spreadsheet. As you can see now, the workflow has worked the list sequentially, so it started at the beginning, created the trigger, created then the agent node, and lastly the Google Sheets node. And it now, as last step, is connecting nodes, arranging the layout and validating. And the model found one warning here, which in this case is that I have not selected an action yet for the append rows to spreadsheet action, because this action needs to be based on my Google OAuth connection, because otherwise there's no way that it can access my Google Sheet. As you can see now, just with a very simple prompt, we were able to create a workflow now that starts with a form, then has an agent in the middle, and lastly logs this data into a spreadsheet. And in the next video, we'll have a look on how to now adjust and edit this workflow using the chat. Thank you for listening.